I think of how I judge people when I want to decide whether I'm going to support them or hire them or work with them. And that first question in my mind becomes capability. And it is clear and simple. Gene Talerico is the most capable candidate that we may have ever had for district attorney here in Lackawanna County.
It changed one summer when my dad said, you need to go and put a pair of pants on and a tie and see what the world is like. And he dropped me off at the district attorney's office. Ernie Priate was the DA. My charge was to volunteer my time, which I did. And I walked into that office in 1987 as a man named William Dean Christensen was being tried for the murder of Michelle Angiers in Dixon City. And from literally the day I walked into that place, walked into that building and had an understanding of what it was to be a prosecutor, my outlook changed, my focus became laser tight, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. It was a lengthy trial. It lasted several weeks during that summer. And I was captivated by an understanding of something that before coming to the courthouse and before being in the DA's office, I never really knew what a prosecutor was. And I never really knew the ability a prosecutor had to help people, giving every inch of what they have inside them to do their best for people, for families. To experience it live and to watch the work and the time and the energy and the commitment and dedication that I saw that summer, I was sold. Absolutely sold. There was not a question in my mind from that point forward what I wanted to do. And what I wanted to do was be a lawyer, and not just a lawyer, a prosecutor.
I said to him, if this is exactly what you're meant to do. And it was. I mean, you could just see it in his eyes.
87. As an intern, I never left. I stayed throughout my college career. I actually was hired as a victim advocate part-time when I was in college. And then when I went to law school, I spent my summers as a legal clerk. Judge Barrasse did something different than most offices had seen, and certainly the DA's office in Scranton had seen. He was a very strong proponent of professionalizing, making career prosecutors out of prosecutors. There were specializations in domestic violence, in child sexual assault, drug offenses, those kinds of things. And when I was there and when I started as an assistant DA in '92, I had been so moved by the work that was done by the prosecutors. Judge Corbett, she was in the child abuse unit. Judge Moyle was in the DA's office. She did child abuse prosecutions. I had seen all of them work, seen all of them practice, had helped them wherever I could. And it was something that became very important to me because the work was very difficult, a tremendous amount of pressure, but so necessary. I've worked with literally hundreds and hundreds of municipal police officers, county detectives, federal agents, state troopers, crime investigators, forensic experts, and the knowledge that I've received from working with them has been extraordinary. And that carries over case to case, person to person, crime victim to crime victim, so that over time, when you look at 2.5 decades worth of experience and 2.5 decades of understanding how crime works and understanding how to solve it, it's been invaluable for me. And I think the relationship between police and prosecutors is a tremendously important facet toward success.
He is not the type of person to just say, this is the way we're going to do it, it's my way or no way. It's what the team discusses, decides as a group, what's best. It's a team effort as a whole. It's not just him, it's not just his case. It's all of them together working toward the end result.
Over the course of a quarter of a century, I've prosecuted 27 homicide cases in Lackawanna County. I have served as a prosecutor not only in the district attorney's office in Scranton, but I've served as a special assistant attorney general for the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. I've tried cases both in Wyoming County as a prosecutor and in Luzerne County as a prosecutor relating to the work I did with the Attorney General's office. And lastly, I've spent about 6 years as a Special Assistant United States Attorney for the Middle District of Pennsylvania. When someone who's experienced crime as a victim or a witness, and they've had some interaction with me, my hope is they will walk away from that experience and say, he listened to my concerns every single time I had one.
I'm proud to stand by him. I'm proud to go out with him and meet people, but the people don't know him. Thousands know him, but when they see him face to face and they hear him speak and they know it's from his heart, that's when they really know him.
It comes down to a really simple question. If something terrible happens in your life or in the life of someone who you know and care about, who do you trust to bring justice? The question is truly that simple. You have an opportunity to look at the background and the experience of the person that's handling the case. If they've never prosecuted a homicide case before, does it give you a sense of trust and comfort that a particular person that doesn't have that experience is now going to do it for the first time? And at the end of the day, for me, as to the question of why am I in this race, why do I seek to be the District Attorney of Lackawanna County? It's simply because I've been doing this job for 25 years, and I would be absolutely humbled to serve as District Attorney for the citizens of this county.
A prosecutor has the opportunity to help people in their time of need, has an opportunity to provide some sense of justice in a sometimes very unfair world. And today I stand before you, family, friends, supporters, to say to you, my name is Gene Talerico. I'm a candidate for District Attorney in Lackawanna County.